everyone and welcome to 2-Minute Info. In today's video, we're back on Scratch and learning about variables. What are variables? Let's look. Variables are the second to last section in Scratch, and let's click on that. This is how a variables tab look like. So first let's see what's a variable. Variable is like a placeholder for the things that you put in it. By putting in it, I feel like in Scratch you can say setting it to a value or initializing it. In other languages you can do more with a variable, but in Scratch you can literally just set it to numbers. But don't think that's not that useful because it's very useful in games. Let me give you an example. First, let's create a variable. To create a variable, you can click on this make a variable thing. I've already clicked it, so sorry about that, but I'll just cross that out and show you again, this button. Okay, let's type up score, or whatever you like, you can name it. But for this example, I'm going to use the word score. And for this text thing, for this sprite only means that you can only use or access the variable in that particular sprite, which is the Scratch cat for now. If you do it for all sprites, you can access it everywhere. So let's see, for now, let's do for all sprites, and let's say OK. You might see this pop up. This kind of like a tab. It shows you what the score value is. You can name it whatever you like, okay? So it doesn't need to be score. Variables names don't really matter. It's just for your convenience. Okay. If you don't want it to show up there, you can simply not tick this checkbox and it will disappear. But for now, I'm going to tick it because I really want it to be there. Let's go in events and grab out our favorite block, which is when green flag clicked. Let's grab that in the working space. This is our working space, by the way. Also, if you haven't watched my earlier tutorials, we have experimented a lot with Scratch and you might want to know what that means. Also, I've created I think 2 playlists. In one of them, it's just like a full tutorial of Scratch, the basics of Scratch. Okay, so let's grab this block. We have grabbed it. Now, let's go in variables actually. And let's grab this block which says set my variable to 0. Let's grab that. And what this block will do is to initialize my variable to 0. But we don't have a my variable. Like we do have it, you can take it to show it, but I'm not going to use it for now. And let's work on our score. So let's look at it. So now this block of code basically means initialize that value to 0. Sorry, variable to 0. Then you can go in control and grab this block right here, if then block. If you're not sure what we're talking about, again, please watch those tutorials. They will help you a lot. If you have any questions, then comment down below and I might get back to them. So if something happens, then something will happen. Now, what is that statement? Let's grab it in sensing. Grab this key, something pressed, and let's grab there. Let's leave it the key to space because it will be more convenient. Now, let's go in variables again and say change my variable by 1. So there we go. Okay, so basically what has happened so far is that when green flag clicked, we will set our score to 0, and if key space pressed, then change my variable, that should be score, by 1. Let's run it. Okay, let's click on space. Why doesn't something happen? It's basically like the problem that we got in my last tutorial, which was building a project. I think it was the moving project. How can we fix it? It's basically because we need a forever loop here. Let's grab this and put that in there. Let's try it now. Click it. What? Why does the score increase so much? Well, the basic answer to that is that you're pressing the space bar for, even if you think it's only for like a sec, for the computer, it's for a very long time. So that's why we need the computer to wait for us. Let's grab this wait block. I've already grabbed it. And let's say 1 second. Or if you like, you can decrease it to 0.5 or 0.2, any of them. Let's run it and click, 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 and click, and click. It's basically like a pressing game. So you can also add a high score if you like this. Make a variable and high score. Sorry, that should be score. And let's do that for all sprites as well. Okay, and we've got a high score. Now, let's set high score to, let's say, 20. So now you've got two variables. Don't get too confused. The high score is just for fun. But basically, we're focusing on score. And just saying, you can name score whatever you like. It doesn't matter. Because a variable will do what you tell it to. The name won't change anything. Okay. Now you might have a question. How do we delete a variable? You can delete it by right-clicking on the variable like this, and you've got rename variable or delete the score variable. If you click on delete the score variable, it will pop up with this thing. Delete 2 uses of a score variable. Now let me tell you what that means. Let's put that there. And basically you use a score 2 times in your program. So I'm just going to cancel it for now because I don't want to delete it. But if you click on OK, it will get deleted. And all these blocks, these score blocks, will get disappeared. So I'm going to click on cancel. And how can I rename it? Well, we saw that earlier. If I right click, then we've got this tab, rename variable, and we can rename it to my score. Sorry. It isn't letting me. Let me try again. Okay, it should let you do it, but it doesn't let me for some reason. Maybe it's just my computer. But basically what will happen is that you can literally just rename it, just write whatever you like. Let me try with the other one, just trying to be doing my best, but it still doesn't work. But it's fine. It will happen on yours. Maybe the Chrome browser will be better. I will try to show you that, but sorry about that. But it's literally how you do it. So, no kidding. I'm not lying. It does happen like that. So, hope you enjoyed this video. To summarize it all, the variables is just like a placeholder for whatever you put in there, like the value in this example. So, don't get confused. It's very easy. Also, I want you to remind that practice whatever you do. So stay practicing and try to understand it. If you have any questions, again, please post them in the comment. I'd love to see all your questions and try to get back to you, obviously, if I know the answer. So yeah, so thank you for watching this video. Watch my other videos, which will be linked in the description, and I'll see you next time. Bye!